What's up, comic fans? We are here with a new comic book day haul plus review. It's been a while. I think it's been about 2 weeks since I've done one of these. I was all over the place traveling. Look for those traveling videos dropping soon. But let's get into the reviews and let's get into these new comics right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up if you like the content and leave a comment down below. Let's talk about some stuff. First, let's get into some books I picked up that I just finished reading today. I read a ton of books today just to get this video in. All right, so these are from previous weeks. So we got Free Comic Book Day, Enter the House of Slaughter. Excellent art, excellent writing, really touches on other characters in the book. I think it's going to be a good series when it comes out. I think it comes out next month or October. So we got a while to wait. All right, next up we got Marauders number 23. Jerry Dugan on this. He does an excellent job. He's writing a new X-Men title right now. It's good. It introduces some characters we haven't really seen too much of. I like it. All right, next up we got from Image Comics, Homesick Pilots. This is issue number 8, and it's been a little slow. It's touching up on the first arc, kind of still wrapping what happened in the first 5 issues up. This is the second arc. Basically, we got 2 people on the run, and then we got a group of government, like ghost hunters, trying to track them down. Really good story, really good art. If you like the punk scene, really good. The colors are just amazing in this, and if you like a good new age ghost story, go ahead and hit that up. All right. Then we read The House on the Lake issue 2. I read 1. It's a really good series. James Tynion just doing a bang up job with all his titles, including Something Is Killing the Children and that House of Slaughter from Free Comic Book Day. But this is definitely worth a read. Did not see where that was going. It's a nice horror book. It's DC Black Label. Go ahead and grab that. Next up we got Batman 111. This is going into the fear state and future state stuff. Good book. I enjoy it. I like Jorge Jimenez art a lot. Just worth a read. Alright, continuing on, we got Canto number 3. Lion-Hearted issue 2. Love Canto. Love me some Canto. This little dude is amazing. Such a good read, good for the whole family. And in that one, we have Canto, just trying to replicate some stuff to get back to the Shrouded Man. Good book, definitely worth a pickup. Go ahead and pick that up. If you like stuff like The Wizard of Oz and you like fantasy and you like stuff with a lot of heart, definitely a book worth reading. Next up, we got Firepower number 14. Robert Kirkman, Chris Samney. It's a good book. Issue 12 way back when kind of disappointed a little bit. Wasn't sure if I was going to stay on it or not. It's done just enough to keep me there, but Chris Samney does an excellent job on art, and I think there really is something to this book. Hopefully, we'll see when the next arc ends. If it ends disappointing again, probably gonna have to jump off. But Firepower, really good book if you like kung fu action. It's very family oriented too. Just a really good dynamic in that book. All right, next but not least and last is Daredevil number 33. Woo! Chip Zdarsky, Mark Tichetto doing a bang up job on this book. Fire covers almost every week. I'm really digging this. I'm gonna say this is probably like my favorite book out right now. Daredevil, Chip Zdarsky, grab it. He's in jail. He's right now he's kind of under the influence of a secret experiment, but Daredevil he's pretty bad ass in that book. And can't forget Elektra, who's also Daredevil on the streets, and there's a whole Bullseye clone conspiracy thing going on in that book. Definitely worth a read. Grab it. All right, this week's books. We're gonna start off with DC. Only got one DC book. We got Batman Detective 1042. Kind of wraps up the Vile story. Mariko Tamaki, I think she's doing a bang up job writing this book. Um, Vile does die, spoiler alert. But as we know in comics, nobody stays dead forever. Definitely worth a read. Mr. Worth kind of gets a little bit of what's coming to him. There's a funny scene with him and the Penguin in there. Definitely worth a pickup. I really like Mariko Tamaki's writing on the Batman series. Next up, we got The Amazing Spider-Man number 72. There's a lot of intrigue in this book. It's one of the better entries into the ASM universe right now. In the last 4 or 5 issues. I wish I could say this book was really great, but it's okay. It's okay. But that run by Nick Spencer will be coming to an end very soon. Next up, we got Thor number 16, Donny Cates. Ooh, it's good. I like it. I think this is a Olivier Coipel cover. But this is like a day in the life of Thor. Thor's having these nightmares. He's dealing with what was it, the Black Winter, showing him his death still. Doesn't get much sleep. He's kind of going to Jane Foster for a little therapy. Meets up with his pops. Freya and Angela show up in that book. It's a good book. Definitely worth a pickup. I love the Donny Cates Thor run. Last but not least from Marvel, we have Darkhawk number 1. This is the 1 in 10 variant cover. Got it at my shop for cover price. So that was awesome. So yeah, instead of $10 or $7 or whatever they want to charge, I got it for $4.99. It's a Pepe Larraz design variant. Really good. Pretty cool story in there. It's a lot of setup. It's a new Darkhawk in there. And yeah, the kid's got a disease. He's got MS in here. I'll let you guys read it. I won't give away too much. But he's a basketball player, a star, and things happen. Ends up with the Dark Hawk power, and that's kind of where the story goes. So this is mostly set up. So if you want the intro into that character, go ahead and grab that book. And I believe, that this is one of the first cover appearances of said character in design variant format. All right. Next up, and the last group of books, we got the Indies. It's number 1, King Spawn, introducing a lot of stuff in there. It's interesting. It was, I think it was well written. This is a Puppeteer Lee cover. What can I say? A lot of setup again. Not my favorite Spawn entry in the last couple of weeks, but that being said, there's a ton of cool covers out there. You can probably get 5 covers A through E for like $10 or $20 on eBay. I saw it for like $9.99, and then I saw the 6 covers, including the Donny Cates cover, for like $19.99. It's out there. It's definitely attainable. It's okay. There's 2 or 3 new characters that show up in that book. So maybe a spec book, but it's King Spawn, mass printed. So there you go. Next, we got Barbaric number 3. This ended the first run of Barbaric. I believe at the end of the book it says it'll be back in 2022. Right here, Matthew Rosenberg says, stunningly good. And it is. It's really good. It's a really cool tale. I think if you play like D&D or something, and you come up with like a funny barbarian, this may be that might fill that void, instead of the barbarian that just silent. This is a funny guy with a little heart, but he's he was a bad dude until he got cursed into doing the right thing, and he's got an axe that gets drunk off of killing people in blood. Got like bloodlust, and then there's a necromancer in the book. And she, in this issue, she kind of gets overpowered by a castle with dark forces, and the barbarian resists the urge to kill her as she's getting powerful and turning on him. And at the end, they're friends and they're going to go on a journey. And this book will be back in 2022. But, good. If you don't have issues 1 and 2, though, don't read 3, because then 3 doesn't kind of make sense. So you really have to read issues 1, 2, and 3 to get a really good feel for Barbaric, which is an excellent, excellent book. Really funny, really funny. And that's from, let's say Vault. Yeah, Vault Comics. So, not one of your big indie. Not that indies are supposed to be big, but Vault is one of the small ones. All right. Next up, we got That Texas Blood from Image. This is number 9, right? Yep, number 9. And Joe Bob, the sheriff in here, he's a really good character. The art in this book is amazing, and this book is covering like a cult that's shown up. There's a kid missing, and he's replaying back in the past where this had happened before in his town. And the cultist stuff really plays up nicely in this book. This is the kind of drama comic I could really sink my teeth into. The first volume of this book was a little slow for me. It really, and I found the characters, not all of them, to be totally engaging. Now, with the sheriff at the helm of this book, it's really something special, really something different. I read this and I don't feel like it's a very slow burn. I feel like this is the proper amount of burn. This is a controlled fire right here, folks. And I'm liking this book. That Texas Blood. Go ahead and cop that. The second volume. You can read the first if you want, but I started with the second one. I think that starts with issue 6. So we're about 4 issues into the second. Maybe it was issue 7. Anyway, we're 4 to 3 issues into the second volume. Last but not least, we got number 19 of Something That's Killing the Children. James Tynion, Werther Del Edra. Excellent, excellent, excellent book. I love this book. We've gone back in time and we're being introduced to Erica Slaughter. And this is the part where she had to do her trials to become part of that society. To become, part of the house. And, she's a bad ass. Twice I said this in the video. But she's a BAMF. And even as a kid, she handles those monsters and her trials, So, really a good book. Really worth picking up. I think this was this is my read of the week. It's some excellent art in it. Okay, guys? And again, like all these indies, these 3 indies, whoosh. Excellent books this week. All right, comic fans, that's all I got. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below. Do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for next week's books. Peace!